some reason that kind of seems like a two family only. Kenny had said there's deer up here, what's going on? So possibly trimming up cutting stuff for that.
Well, you guys can come up and use that for free.
Yeah, well,
Cause that's
don't
sort of
bother me.
welcome back to him.
I'm a busy man. I've said that to you many times. Don't bother me, Marty. It's usually when you're wearing blue. Would you be okay if I just asked the Meyer people once they get up there, who's your contact there? Like who's gonna be coming in today?
I'm not sure who the main person is there because everybody goes through corporate initiative.
Okay.
So I don't actually know.
Would you be okay if I were to, once they get set up, talk to whoever's kind of leading their party and ask them if we can, as just the hall papers, use part of their space?
I'm fine.
Okay, you're okay with me asking?
Yeah, I mean, if they say no, obviously don't have a question.
Of course not.
I wouldn't expect it.
No, no. So, okay, I'm gonna do that. Then we're up here, kind of, we can go in quick, get it. Otherwise, we have to hang out way down there. And then what we'll probably do is just roll the barrel down there at that point.
And besides, what I would guess is gonna happen is Meyer will stick around for the first game and leave by the second game too. So worst comes to worst, and if they say no, you hang out for the first game, second game.
I honestly, from what it sounds, with your dealings with them, I expect them to say, yeah, go ahead, so. All right, thank you.
I added them on the way down. Okay.
And then Marty, can we do their line?
Okay.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Sheboygan A's Baseball as they have a doubleheader against the Chicago Cloud in what will be a couple of two non-league games today. It's Hall of Fame Day for the A's today. And it's going to be Kyle Moyer as the starting pitcher for the A's. And the lineup that he's going to face today, it'll be Drew Hunniford out in left field to lead it off. Then Tom Garris, the third baseman, and then Brandon Story, the second baseman. Middle of the order is going to be Arad Kadea, the DH, and then Tarek Subo, the extra hitter. 10 hitters today in the lineup for both teams. Batting sixth is going to be Ethan Gerstner, the catcher, and then Mac Camargo batting seventh. Batting eighth, Will Thomas, the center fielder. Batting ninth, Brian McNamara, the first baseman, and Mike Fiorto, the shortstop, will bat 10th. As the first pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1 on Drew Hunniford. The 0-1 missed outside, 1-1. One missed outside, 2 balls and a strike on the first batter of the ball game. Bats from the left side. 2-1 high and away. 3 balls and a strike. With Garris, the third baseman, due up next in the inning. And there's a called strike. It's gone full at 3-2. Now a swing and a pop-up left side. Harry Stelp settles underneath it, right on the foul line behind the third base bag, makes the catch for the first out. And 1 up, 1 down to begin the top of the first inning. And that's going to bring up Dom Garris, the third baseman. A's set up defensively in the outfield, Ross Christ in left. In center is Drew Lechner. And Josh Gates in right. First pitch now from Moyer. Second batter of the ballgame is high for a ball, 1-0. On the infield is Jimmy Jurgensen at first. Jake Arns at second. Jake Fallish out at short. Stelp at his usual spot over at third. There's the 1-0 missed high, 2-0. And it's Logan Vittmeyer doing the catching for Moyer. Two-0 missed. It's 3 balls, no strikes on the Clouts third baseman. Now there's a called strike. 3-1. Another call, a swing and a miss, and it's now gone full 3-2 after falling behind 3-0. And the payoff is swung on, and a little looping line drive that's going to be over the head of Stelton in the left field for a 1-out single. So Garris at first for Brandon Story, the second baseman.
Number 54, Brandon Story.
First pitch fastball missed up in the zone for a ball, 1-0. One almost again. 2 balls and no strikes.
I got kind of remember what happened in the
2-0 swung on and missed. Two and one on Brandon Story with the DH due up next. Swinging a foul that's going to be out of play. into the screen, and it's 2-2. Now, runner going, swinging a ground ball to the hole at shortstop. Fallish is going to pick it up with no throw, as he had no play. The runner taking off at first was in second easily, and Story with good speed, able to lay out an infield single. So now runners at first and second. So back-to-back singles.
Designated hitter, number 29, Armand Padilla.
No, it's Armand Cadea, the DH. And that one almost gets by Vittmeyer. It was high. Able to hang on to it. It's now 1-0. Now 1-0 missed down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. One out in the inning. Runners at first and second. Still no score. Now there's a called strike. 2-1. Kyle Moyer coming into today is 1-3. Now his 7th appearance. He's made now 5 starts. He's got a 5.95 ERA in 19 2/3 innings. He's walked 23 and struck out 11. Now a check swing, and it's ruled he went on the swing. So it's 2-2 on Cadea. Fastball that's upstairs as Cadea had to ducks out of the way. It's now full at 3-2. Now a swing and a miss. Moyer gets the strikeout for the second out of the inning. A pitch downstairs that Cadea golfed that. So now it's Tariq Subo, the EH or extra hitter. Again, both teams going with 10 hitters in this game, non-league game, so both teams just trying to sneak in as many hitters as they can to get them at bats. So Subo batting 5th. And he's ahead to count 1-0. Missed outside. 2 balls and no strikes. No, that 2-0 missed. 3 balls and no strikes. No, there's a called strike in the 3-0 offering. It's 3-1. Three ball strike. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. No score. And that's going to be ball 4, and that's going to load up the bases. So that's going to bring up Ethan Gershner, the catcher now. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Moyer in trouble, but still just needs just 1 out, gets him out of the inning. without any damage allowed. Now that's going to get away. That's going to be a wild pitch. A run is going to score. All three runners advance. It's 1-0 in favor of the Clout. So Garris scores. Story goes to third. Subo goes up to second. And it's a 1-0 count on Gerstner. Well, there's a called strike. It's 1-1. One missed inside, almost hit him. 2 balls and a strike. Two one, up and in, and a throw down to third to try to get the runner off of third. But Harry can't make a play. Runner's back in time. So now 3-1. Runners at second and third. Now a swing and a miss. 3-2. It's gone full. Payoff pitch, swung on and lifted into right center. Playable. And making the catch in right center is going to be the right fielder Josh Gates for the final out of the inning. Clout do get one on a wild pitch. We're able to limit the damage to just one. We're through 1/2 inning. We're going to the bottom of the first. Chicago leads 1-0. Getting ready for the bottom half of the first inning. It'll be Ryan Rankin on the mound for the Chicago Clout. And the A's lineup today, going to be Ross Chris to lead it off, then Jake Fallish, the shortstop, and Jimmy Jurgensen, the first baseman. Harry Stelt will bat cleanup, Josh Gates batting 5th, and Jake Arns batting 6th. Alex D., the DH, will bat 7th. Logan Vittmeyer, the catcher, batting 8th. Drew Lechner batting 9th. He's in center. And the extra hitter for the A's batting 10th will be Kyle Peterson. Again, both teams batting with 10 batters today for both games. In this non-league doubleheader. The defensive lineup for the Clout in the outfield. In left, it's Drew Hunneford. In center, it's Will Thomas with Mac Camardo out in right. And on the infield, at first it'll be Brian McNamara. Second is Brandon Story. Shortstop, Mike Fiorto and Tom Garris at third, with Ethan Gerstner doing the catching for Ryan Rankin. And in will step Ross Christ. A's trail 1-0 after one half inning. Christ batting .282. There's a .423 on base. And there's a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. A's come into the day 22-10 and 1. Now 1-1 on Ross Christ. This is game number 34 on the year for the Sheboygan A's. Now the 1-1 missed outside. 2-1. Now a swing and a drive into right field, and that ball is off the top of the fence, and he's rounding second, and he's going to get in the third standing with a leadoff triple. That's his first triple of the year, and his fourth total extra base. That ball just kept carrying and was off the top of the fence, and he was rounding second before the center fielder, Will Thomas, even before Thomas ever had the ball. So in the third easily. Ball was hanging up in the air for a while. So the A's have the tying run here in the bottom of the first, 90 feet away after just one batter. That's going to bring up Jake Fallish, and he'll take a called strike. Oh, an offering. Inside, 1-1. Fallish, a .299 batting average. And he'll take that one for a ball, 2-1. 373 on base for Fallish. He's got 15 RBIs on the year. So he'll take that one near his shoe tops for ball 3. It's 3-1. Now that one's downstairs for ball 4. Gets away from the catcher, but the runner from third, Chris, will not advance. As Gerstner able to get to it quickly. So now runners on the corners
Number 32, Jimmy Jurgensen.
for Jimmy Jurgensen, who now leads the team with 3 home runs. He's batting .364, which leads the ball club as well, with a .440 on base. He's got 19 RBIs, which is second on the team. Trails only Arns, who has 20. Outside. 2-0. I will throw to first, and close play, but Fallish able to slide in just ahead of the tag. Jurgensen had a grand slam last weekend. Now that one's down and away. It's 3-0. Now swing and off the end of the bat, foul. 3-0 moves to 3-1.
We won't call it, man.
Rankin a look to the runner at first, and now a throw over to first. Fowler's back in time again. Now the 3-1 offering. Swung on and lifted in the left, and that's going to fall in and just foul. Jurgensen almost just kind of flipped his bat and tucked that ball in just foul. So after a 3-0 count, it's now full 3-2. Three-two. Fouled away again. So it's still a 3-2 count. Now that one is hit hard but well fouled. Now there's a rip down the first base line. That's going to be a fair ball. That's going to score one. Falish will go to third, and it's a run-scoring single for Jurgensen. Scorched that ball down the right field line, and he ties his game up at 1.
Run-scoring celebration.
Next up for Sheboygan, the North Blues cleanup hitter, playing third base, number 19, Harry.
So that brings up Harry Stout, the cleanup hitter. Stout has a home run. He's batting .280 and a .423 on base. This is game number 26 for Harry Stout. So he'll take that one for a ball. It's 1-0. Now a swing and a pop-up. Fair territory, and the play will be made by the third baseman at Garris. About a step or two in the infield grass. Just in fair territory for the first out of the inning.
Number 36, Josh Gates.
So that brings up Josh Gates, the right fielder. Team leader in on base at .484. Batting .333. She's tied for second on the team. So he'll have a half swing, and he went. It's an 0-1 count. He's got a home run on the year. He's got 5 doubles, which is also tied for the team lead. And that one is up and in. He backs up of the way. It's 1-1. Struck out just 7 times, says Josh Gates. Pitch downstairs, gets away from the catcher. He can't find it, and that's going to allow the runner from first to go up to second. Falish stays put at third. So Jurgensen moves up 90 feet. Runners at second and third now. It's a 2-1 count. Long loop from Rankin as he's set, and his 2-1. Swung on and fouled in and out of the mid of the catcher. It's 2-2. It's 1 out in the inning. We're tied at 1. The inning started with a leadoff triple, then a walk and a single that scored Chris to tie it up. Currently runners at second and third and 1 out. Swing and a miss, and Gates is the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Jake Arns, batting .259.
Number 29, Jake Arns.
He's got a home run on the year. Leads the team in RBIs with 20. He's on base, 364. He'll take that one upstairs. It's 1-0. Also among leaders on the team in walks with 14. As he'll take another one for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Two missed. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Two oh or 3-0, excuse me, is taken for a strike.
Different things, different people look for when writing pitchers will watch the pitcher and see if there's an outfall. I'm not sure the other day, I'm listening to Bill, checking the scoreboard, make sure he didn't phone.
And the 3-1 will miss for ball 4, so that's going to load up the bases with 2 outs for the DH, Alex D. DHing for the pitcher, Kyle Moyer.
Number 28, Alex D.
They called strike. It's 0-1 on Alex D. Batting .263 on the year. Half swing. And it's just ruled a called strike, and it's 0-2. Alex D with 4 doubles on the year. Game number 14. Says doesn't have quite 40 at bats on the year. As he'll swing and miss, and that's a strikeout. And that's the end of the inning. So the A's get plenty of base runners. They do score 1, but they leave the bases loaded, and we're going to go to the top of the second. It's 1-1.
Alright guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy.
At some point,
DOA
a
wings,
line has to
hottest
be
on the
drawn.
menu.
For us, that line is only delivering within 5 minutes of our stores.
You
so
got
your
a
sandwich
problem?
arrives freaky fresh. It's not personal. It's because sandwich.
Top of the second inning. Camardo will lead it off, and the first pitch is down and in for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 missed, 2-0. A swing and a miss by Camardo. Right fielder now in a 2-1 count. It's 1-1 here in the top of the second inning. Now a swing and a ground ball right side, picked up by, Arns unable to make a play. Hit off the heel of his glove, and that's going to be an E4. So a leadoff base runner. And it's going to bring up Will Thomas, the center fielder.
Center fielder, number 45, Will Thomas.
Thomas bats from the right side. And that first pitch is down low. It's 1-0. One missed upstairs. Two balls, no strikes. There's a called strike. It's 2-1. Two one, swung on and missed as he falls down to one knee on the swing. 2-2 on the Clout center fielder. Two offering, swung on and missed. Moyer gets a strikeout for the first out of the inning. His second strikeout of the ball game, and that's going to bring up Brian McNamara, the first baseman.
Number 19, Brian McNamara.
There's a called strike in the first offering. It's 0-1. There's a called strike. It's now quickly 0-2. It's a pitch downstairs. Blocked by Vittmeyer. One, two. Swung on and popped up right side in play. And that's going to fall in fair territory. Arns picks it up and makes a sensational play to get the out at second base. He picked it up in the outfield just in fair territory and flipped it all the way to second base off balance with his momentum taking him towards the foul line. And a perfect strike to Fallish covering second. He had no shot. No one was covering first base. So able to steal an out. Now there's two outs. Works as a simple 4-6 fielder's choice. It's now 0-1 now on Mike Fiordo, the shortstop, who's batting 10th in the order. Now a swing and a line drive down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to go into the corner. And it's going to put runners at second and third with 2 outs. Chris able to get to it quick enough to prevent the runner from first from coming all the way around to score. So Fiordo doubles.
At this time, coming in from the left field row, Fred Korsel. This time you're going to pause the game.
And we're going to have a short break in the action. Former A's Hall of Famer Freddie Forstring passed away a few days ago, and his funeral is today, and his procession is ongoing, and the hearse will be going around the warning track. So we will just take a minute and have silence over the next few minutes for the procession.
That fence is.
All right, back in action after the break in action. And it's Drew Hunniford now, back to the top of the order. Runners at second and third with 2 outs in the innings. No runs in yet in the inning. We're still tied at 1. And it's a 1-0 count now after that one missed down low. Down and in. Nice block by Wittmeyer to keep the runners at second and third. It's now 2-0. Now a swing and a ground ball up the first base line, but foul. And the count will move to 2-1. Moyer just needs 1 out to get out of the inning. Started with an error that allowed the first runner to, or a first batter to reach, then a strikeout and a nice fielder's choice play made by Arns. Got the second. And the double put runners to second and third. As a 2-1 miss downstairs, it's 3-1. Three one pitch inside for ball 4, and that's going to load up the bases for Dom Garris.
Third baseman, Dom Garris.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. On one miss downstairs. Swing and a miss. 1-1 moves to 1-2. Bases loaded. Now a swing and a miss again. Moyer gets his third strikeout that gets him out of this inning. And able to keep the clout off the board here in the second. We're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. It's still 1-1.
Our guys got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mustard. Enjoy. All right, POA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Bottom of the second inning. Ranking out. And the first pitch is popped up right side. And making the catch is the right fielder, Mac Camardo, just a few steps to the left of the right field foul line in fair territory. And Vittmeyer is out on the first pitch of the inning.
Center fielder, number 15, Drew Lechner.
So now it's Drew Lechner, the center fielder. Takes one outside. It's 1-0.
Yeah, he's a prospect.
Swinging a deep drive into center. Thomas racing back, and he's going to make the catch on the run. Nice over-the-shoulder catch. Few steps shy of the warning track. Lechner got into one, but he's the second out of the inning.
The extra hitter, number 44, Miles Peterson.
Our double header can get done, so just after that.
Called strike on the outside corner. 1-1 on Kyle Peterson, who's the extra hitter, batting 10th in the lineup. So miss downstairs, and it's 2-1. Swinging a fly ball left side and over the A's dugout out of play. It's 2-2 on the foul ball. And now the 2-2 downstairs. Full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch, half swing. And a late appeal down to first as Peterson was walking down to first after the walk, but it rules he went on the swing. So it's a strikeout for the final out of the inning. Kind of a delayed call there, but it's the final out of the inning, and we're through two. We're going to go to the top of the third. It's 1-1.
Our customers are people who work hard for their money. So we do everything we can to make their money work hard for them.
Enjoy.
At Meijer, we see it as a simple matter of respect. That's why for 80 years now, low prices have been built into the way we do business. Because the most important thing we can earn is the right to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye. Come see for yourself.
Brandon Story leads off the top of the third, and the first pitch is swung on and fouled, and it's 0-1. Oh, 1 missed, and it's a ball and a strike. 1-1 is fouled back to the screen. It's now 1-2 on Brandon Story, who reached on a single back in the first. Was eventually left stranded at third base. Score is 1-1. Both teams scored 1 run in the first inning. Both teams held scoreless in the second. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch upstairs. Story had no shot at that. That's strikeout number 4 for Moyer. So now it's Ahmad Qadea, the DH, who struck out back in the first. He's down in the count 0-1. Now that pitch is over his head. He had to duck out of the way. It's 1-1. Now a swing and a foul right at the plate. Now 1-2.
Right away, Marty.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Half swing and appealed on a first, and he held up, so it's now 2-2. Now a swing and a miss and another strikeout. Second of the inning. Moyer now with 5 Ks through just 2 2/3 innings. So now it's Tariq Subo, the extra hitter. He walked back in the first. Eventually was stranded in the inning, and the first pitch is popped up. Foul territory. And making the call will be Jurgensen, who'll make the catch about halfway up the first base line on the grass in foul territory. And it's a nice clean 1-2-3 inning for Moyer. And we are through 2.5. We go to the bottom of the third, still tied at 1.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
So now it's Ross Christ as we're getting set for the bottom of the third. Back to the top of the order for the A's. Chris tripled in his first at-bat that led off the day offensively for the A's. He eventually scored the tying run. And so far, only run for the A's. So take one downstairs for a ball, 1-0. And a ball deep out to right center that hit off the top of the fence. 1-0 missed. It's 2-0. Down and in, gets away from the catcher. It's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. And that's outside for ball four. And that's a leadoff walk for Ross Christ. So he's reached twice in his two plate appearances, and now it's Jake Fallish, the shortstop, who walked in his first plate appearance. Eventually was stranded over at third base in the first. Well, he'll swing and hit that one out of play. It's 0-1. It's an 0-1 count. And that comes up, and that hit him. And now we're going to have a meeting between the umpires. And looks like they're just going to rule it a strike. So must have hit off his bat. You can definitely hear it up here. It clips something. So it must have hit off the knob of the bat. So it's just a foul ball. It's 0-2 now. Swinging a foul into the screen. Oh, 2 down and away. Nice block by the catcher. It's 1-2. Swinging a foul ball, just foul up the first base line, past the first baseman. Fallish couldn't quite tuck it inside the foul line, so it's now still 1-2. One, two, swung on and missed, and Fallish is out number one. So now Jimmy Jurgensen.
First baseman, Jimmy Jurgensen.
Jurgensen had the only run scoring hit for the A's so far. That was back in the first, a ripping double on the first base line. Now he'll swing and foul that one away. It's 0-1. 0-1 with a runner off at first, and the throwdown is close, but the tag is late, and Christ in with a stolen base. So Christ in scoring position with 1 out. It's a 1-1 count. The pitch was outside. It's a 1-1 count. Now a swing and a little fly ball on the left, and a nice play made by the left fielder, Hunneford. A little nice catch as he hit the ground.
Next up for Sheboygan is the Northwoods cleanup hitter.
Steals a base hit from Jurgensen, so that's going to bring up Harry Stelt. Runner still at second base. Chris with good speed. Stelt can get a ball into the outfield. Probably should score the run from second, as he'll take a first pitch strike. Stelt popped out back in the first. Now 1-1 count on Harry Stelt. One missed downstairs, 2-1.
Charge! Now we're back down to 0.
Play it again, we'll stay off.
Long look from Rankin, and the 2-1. Swung and grounded to the left side on a hop picked up by the third baseman. And the throw across from Garris in time to first. It's a 5-3 putout, and it's the end of the inning. A's going to lead off base runner, leave him stranded at second. We're through 3 full innings. We're going to go to the top of the fourth. And it's still 1-1.
I'm not usually... I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage. You know what? I'm going for it.
You are completely and utterly
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my...
Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I...
Get down, get down!
There you are. You always have...
My back, my back. I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things...
Yes, things.
...are serious and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And
please be quiet.
listen, you hear that?
That's a little something I like to call
Friendship.
Top of the fourth inning. And there's a called strike. And Moyer ahead in the count 0-1 on Ethan Gerstner, the catcher. Swinging a pop-up, right side. Jurgensen will give it a look, but it's going to be out of play. And it's 0-2. Now the 0-2 gets away. Goes all the way to the backstop. It's 1-2. Oh, swinging a foul. Still 1-2.
Why do you think he took batting practice?
Now a swing and another pop-up. This time in play. And making the catch in right field is Josh Gates. In foul territory, a few steps off the line. And that's the first out. 1 up and 1 down.
Matt Camardo.
Now it's Matt Camardo, the right fielder. First pitch is a strike. That one is down and in. Looks like it just missed hitting Camardo. It's 1-1. Now was swinging a shot, but right to Fallish. He didn't even have to move. So 2 quick outs. And it's going to bring up Will Thomas.
Center fielder Will Thomas.
Or would you?
Swing and a miss by Thomas, the center fielder, and it's 0-1. Thomas struck out back in the second in his only at-bat so far. Pitch up and in, 1-1. 1-1 offering. And up and in, and it looks like it's foul ball off the bat of Thomas. It's now 1-2. Moyer gets his sign from the windup, and the 1-2 missed high. 2 balls and 2 strikes, count even. Now a swing and a miss. Fooled him with that pitch, and that's strikeout number 6 for Moyer. Recently retired 7 in a row. We are through 3.5. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Score still tied at 1. Josh Gates will lead off the bottom of the fourth inning. Gates struck out back in the first. His only at bat so far. It's a doubleheader between the A's and the Chicago Clout in a non-league games. Stats will count. It's a first pitch strike. It's 0-1. Both games go 7 innings. And a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Down and away. Blocked by the catcher Gerstner. Two. That missed. Full count at 3-2. So Gates fell behind 0-2. He's worked it now full. With Jake Arns due up next. And a swing and a pop-up. Right side playable. And the right fielder, that's Matt Camardo, will make the catch. And shallow right for the first out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down. It's going to bring up Arns, who walked in this first, his only plate appearance. One. And that's swung on a miss. It's 1-1. To 2-1 count on an Arns. The windup to 2-1 is hit high in the air. And that's going to be well foul out of play. It's 2-2. First 2-2 missed downstairs. It's now gone full at 3-2 on Arns, the A's second baseman. 1 out in the inning, tied at 1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And that missed inside for ball 4, so Arns will take his base. He's worked his second walk of the ball game. So he's at first with 1 out for Alex D., the DH.
Designated hitter, Alex D.
Now a swing and a shot, but foul to the left side. It's 0-1. Hit in the center. Playable for Thomas, just a few steps back to his right, and he'll make the play for the second out. So now Logan Vietmeyer, the catcher. Runner still at first. That's Arns. Vittmeyer takes a strike. 0-1. Vittmeyer flew out to right in his first at bat back in the second. He's 0 for 1 as he'll take one on the outside corner, just catching the edge. It's 0-2. Oh, 2. Skipped in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. It's now 1-2. Nice play, keeps the runner at first.
Where's the camera when you need it? His highlight film there. That's
Look to the runner at first. Pitcher comes set, and the 1-2, and that's down and away, gets away from the catcher. It's going to be a wild pitch as Arns takes a big turnaround second, but he'll hold there. So Vittmeyer now has a runner at second, representing the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs. It's a 2-2 count. If he can find some outfield grass, it should score a run.
got one.
2-2, swung on, hit to the right side, picked up by the second baseman. And Story will flip it to first, and it's a 4-3 putout to end the fourth. A's get a 1-out base runner, leave him stranded at second, and we are through 4. We go to the top of the fifth. We're still tied at 1. All right, we're back in the top of the fifth after an injury delay. Brad Reinflesch will now be the new catcher. So again, it looks like Wittmeyer caught a deflection after that hit by pitch. Clearly looked uncomfortable. So his day is over. So we have runners at first and second. It's Hunneford, who was just hit by the pitch at first. Fiordo, who had the infield single at second. Just one out in the inning. We're still tied at 1 here at the top of the fifth. First pitch is downstairs, and it's 1-0 on Dom Garris, who is singled, scored a run, and struck out.
Oh, I can see the idea that we talking about the fix it right.
It's not like little medium-sized businesses are really done.
You don't have to pitch, you know. You don't like that.
2-0 count, and it's a called strike. It's a 2-1 count.
Wow.
That's the first drop ball I've seen in baseball in a while.
Turns back off.
2-1, missed upstairs, 3-1.
Use the force, Luke.
Yeah, I just got a email Friday that their Dan outfit that was supposed to be sending to Star Wars characters can't do it. So now I gotta find something else.
A swing and a fly ball center field. Play made by Lechner. Runner at second. Fiordo will tag and move up to third. So runners in the corners, but now 2 outs in the inning for Brandon Story, who singled and struck out.
Second baseman, Brandon Story.
First pitch to Story. Called strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 in the dirt, gets away from Reinflesch. That's going to be a wild pitch that scores a run, and the Clout take a 2-1 lead. It's the second run the Clout have scored on a wild pitch. Both times it gave them the lead. It's their first lead since the 1-0, or they took a 1-0 lead on the top of the first. Hunneford moves up to second also on the wild pitch. Two one, up and in. It's 3-1. Missed down away for ball 4. And that's going to be a 2-out walk. Runners at first and second.
DH, Armand Padilla.
And it's Armand Cardea, the DH.
Yep.
First pitch missed upstairs. It's 1-0. 1-0. Curveball taken for a strike in the inside corner. It's 1-1. Correa has struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. Fastball missed upstairs. It's 2-1.
Guy needs to get a better flipping plane. Might be helpful, especially with Taiwan.
2-1 missed upstairs. 3-1. With Subo due up next. 2-1 is our score. The Clout lead. And the 3-1 offering. Taken for a strike. It's gone full. 3-2. With 2 outs, the runners at first and second should be off on the pitch. Moyer looks in as he comes set. Coming to the plate, runners take off, and it's a half-swing ground ball to short. Fallish barehands it and can't make the play, and the runner from second comes all the way to score.
That was an all or nothing play. It's a base hit.
And that's going to be an RBI infield single. Would have been a tough play for Fallish. Even if he picks up that ball cleanly on the bare hand, he probably doesn't get an out at first.
You give him an error? I gave the guy a hit, but maybe it should be an error.
It's a hit. It's a hit. He's only played
Scores on the error.
Yeah, it's a hit, but the runner scores on the error.
The shortstop moved, he wasn't going to get him at first, but the guy ran.
The only play he could have had was a home plate.
Yeah, and he blew it.
So 3-1 is our score.
Play to bare hand. Just leave it as a hit and double.
What is fielder's choice from there?
No. Peter made the throw to home. They were going to fielder's choice if he got him at home. But I don't think he would have had him at first. And
the guy at second, he was going home no matter what.
Yeah.
So Hunterford scores. Story now at second. Correa at first, and it's Tariq Sabo, the extra hitter. Batting in the 5 spot, he's walked and popped out. That's in the dirt. Nice block by Reinflesch. 1-0 the count. One-0, taken for a strike. 1-1.
Also pitched.
1-1 downstairs. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. And that one missed the outside edge. It's 3 balls and a strike. Three one, and that's upstairs for ball 4. That's going to load up the bases.
Oh yeah, good old station baseball.
So that's going to bring up Ethan Gerstner. Bases loaded. 2 runs already in. Two outs in the inning. 3-1 the Clout lead here in the top of the 5th. And first pitch missed downstairs. It's 1-0. One 0 downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Moyer set, bases loaded, 2-0. Hit in the air, should be playable. And the play will be made by Lechner as Josh Gates slides, and Lechner kind of had to leap over Gates to avoid tripping over him. But the play is made, and it's the final out of the inning. But the Clout do get 2. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 3-1. Clout now lead.
All right, fans, we're sending it back down.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Bottom of the 5th. Ace now trail 3-1. Have 9 outs to work with to try and get back into this ball game and take a lead. It's Drew Lechner, and the 1-0 is hit to the right side, right to McNamara, who will pick it up and just step on first. As that ball was hit right to the first base bag. So a 3 unassisted. And now that's going to bring up Kyle Peterson, the extra hitter. Batting at the bottom of the order in the 10th spot. And he's quickly down in the count 0-1. Peterson struck out in his only at-bat so far. 0-1 missed. It's a ball and a strike. A's with just 2 hits here in the 5th inning. Swinging a foul away into the screen, 1-2.
That's the only thing about back there. You don't flip your line. You're not flipping your line.
I know. That's the other thing.
I mean, right now, if you take him out, you're on foul.
1-2, fouled away, and it's going to be out of play. Still 1-2.
Yes, please. Just tell me who. Let me know.
And there's a called third strike. Peterson doesn't like the call. Now that's going to bring up a pinch hitter, J.J. Zavichel. So Zavichel takes the spot of Ross Christ. Christ finished his day with a walk and a triple. Scored a run. He also had a stolen base. First pitch inside. It's 1-0 on Zavichel.
He's having a hard enough time throwing balls to strike smart. You don't need to give him any more tools to work with.
Swinging a fly ball left field, and the play is going to be made by Hunniford, and that's the end of the inning. A's go down in order 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go to the 6th. Final 2 innings. A's trail 3-1.
All right, fans, it's time for Dizzy.
Top of the 6th, we have a new pitcher for the A's, Elliot Danhoff, now on the mound. Taking the spot of Kyle Moyer, who went 5 innings, gave up 3 runs. He struck out 6, gave up 5 base hits.
Leading off the inning, Matt Camardo, right fielder.
Also walked 4, also hit a batter. In line for the loss. Called strike, and it's 0-1. It's Camardo, and the 0-1 flipped down the left field line, but foul. 0-2. Oh, 2. Way outside, it's 1-2.
How many walks did the make?
Not offhand, I think.
48.
Once he stood up, it was.
1-2, just missed 2-2. And the 2-2 missed down and away. Full count, 3-2. Danhoff gets his sign. From the windup and the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Got the fastball by him. And Camardo strikes out.
Center fielder, Will Thomas.
You said that about the ball strikes on the umpire. He's not ready.
First pitch inside. Missed 1-0 on Will Thomas. The center fielder has struck out twice. Both those at-bats came against Kyle Moyer.
We'll strike a lot of guys out, but they'll also walk a lot of guys.
1-0 for a strike. Called strike, it's 1-1. On one inside, 2-1.
Feels like we should be happy with the second game.
Ain't going to. This game's almost 2 hours
I
old.
just want to know how trash all the Hall of Famers are going to be by the end of the next year. Remember they had an evening game, so they all fall apart.
Yeah, I'm probably one of the best ones I've ever seen. Last 4 years before I was that way, so I've caught many people who probably would say right now. There's some people that
Say
are literally at
another strike, it's 2-2.
even worse than that. They're literally, they look like they're running forward and they're just kind of falling. Probably one of the best. You know, like the two guys like the front, like that sit down like with the tables, that area.
What do we do? Be
Always down
consistent.
a lot.
They're going to start
They,
with the fourth.
they were really kind of negative last year on this.
So full count, 3-2. From the windup and the payoff. Swung on and fouled straight back, and it's still 3-2. On our foul ball, it's still 3-2 on Thomas, with McNamara due up next. One out in the inning.
Oh, they got Rodney Dangerfield.
3-2. Taken for a call, strike 3. Thomas didn't like the call. But Danhoff finally wins the battle.
First baseman Brian McNamara.
Now it's McNamara. So 1-1 count now on McNamara, who is reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out. Outside with the 1-1, 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss on the 2-1, 2-2. Two pitch. Swung on and missed. Gets away from Ryan Flesh. And that's going to be a strikeout. And the wild pitch allows the runner to reach.
Shortstop, Mike Fiorito.
So Mike Fiorito, the shortstop now. After the strikeout and wild pitch, allows the runner to reach with 2 outs. Fiorito has singled, scored a run, and doubled. He's 2 for 2. Swinging a foul into the screen. It's 1-1. One missed. It's 2-2. Danhoff looks in. Runner looks to the runner at first. And that pitch missed up and in. Three one, taken for a strike, 3-2. Full count, 2 outs. That runner at first should be off on the pitch. Long look in. Gets a sign from Ryan Flesh as he comes set. Runner goes in the 3-2, swung on and grounded to the right side, just past Jurgensen into right. That's going to be a base hit. With the runner off on the pitch, he'll go first to third. Now the throw goes to third, and then the runner tries to go to second, and Stout's throw is in time to cut down the runner trying to advance on the throw to third. So it goes as a single. And then a 9-5-4 put out to end the inning. So we're through 5.5. We go to the bottom of the 6th. A's keep the cloud off the board, but the Chicago still leads 3-1. Jake Fallish will lead off the 6th. Takes one down and away for a ball, 1-0. A's trail 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Down to their final 6 outs on offense. As Fallish will foul that one away. Swinging a pop-up on the infield. Gerstner will make the call and the catch behind home plate in foul territory for the first out. 1 up and 1 down. And that will bring up Jimmy Jurgensen, the first baseman.
First baseman, Jimmy Jurgensen.
First pitch missed for a ball, 1-0. Swinging a ground ball, fair up the first base, or just foul. So it's 1-1. Pitch downstairs, 2-1. Two one miss downstairs. 3 balls and a strike. Jurgensen has singled and flown out to left. 3-1. Deep in the center. Thomas racing back. And that ball is off the base of the fence, and Jurgensen will trot in with a 1-out double. Deep drive into left center, just off the bottom of that fence. So Jurgensen represents, with that double, it'll bring up Stelt, who represents the tying run here in the 6th inning with 1 out. First pitch missed. One 0. Taking first strike. It's 1-1. One down and away. Blocked by the catcher. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch. Swung on and grounded through the left side into left field, a base hit. Jurgensen's going to be waved around third. The throw's going to go into second. Jurgensen scores and Stout with the RBI single. That cuts the deficit down to 1. A's trail 3-2.
That's the same guy. They got somebody warming up over here, though.
First run for the A's since the first, which was a run-scoring single from Jurgensen. Now one from Stelt that scores Jurgensen. Swinging a foul. It's now 1-2 on Josh Gates, who struck out and flown out to right. Swinging a ground ball left side, picked up by the shortstop. He'll throw to second for one. Throw to first, not in time. So Fiorito gets the out at second on the 6-4 fielder's choice. Stelt is put out. And then I'll bring up Jake Arns now with that runner at first. 2 outs now. Arns has walked twice. Now he'll swing and hits that one deep left. And the left fielder makes a nice running catch as he goes crashing into the fence. Nice play by Hunneford. Takes away extra bases from Arns. Could have potentially tied this ball game up. Instead, it's the final out, and we go to the 7th. Final inning. A's trail 3-2 now. Drew Hunniford will lead off this top of the 7th. And he squares the bunt, and it's foul, and it's 0-1.
I can't put anywhere near that guy. West State.
Hunniford has walked, popped out, and reached by a hit by pitch. Takes a called strike. It's 1-2. Oh, 2 outside, 1-2.
Long way to Harry.
That's the first big hit I've seen in a while. That's what he's not doing.
Downstairs, 2-2.
Hey, who is the winner?
Swinging a ground ball left side, picked up by Fallish. And the throw takes him off the bag. And it goes as an E6. Runner reaches.
Third baseman, Tom Grass.
Now it's Dom
Already had another error.
Grace, the third baseman.
On us?
Yeah, throw pulled him off the base. Throw pulled him off the base.
First pitch taken for a ball. It's 1-0 on Grace, who's flown out, struck out, and singled.
That goes back to my question. I wonder how many years in the league he goes. Close and gunshot from Mary's Street.
1-0, popped up foul. It's 1-1.
Drinking right now. Everybody in the press box leads.
There will be no announcing or music playing for the next inning.
Throw to first, runners back.
That's going to put a damper in someone taking up the ball. So he's going to take off.
No, wait until then.
Yeah, that's in front of this and somebody doing that. Don't do that.
Later.
Swinging a pop up, and that's going to fall in the left field for a base hit. So 2 base runners to begin the inning. Error and a weak single that just falls in front of Zavichel.
Second baseman, Brandon Story.
So that brings up Brandon Story. Runners at first and second, still nobody out. Clout leads 3-2. Danhoff comes up and in, almost hits him. It's 1-0. Downstairs, 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Missed 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. Three one. Swung on and grounded right in front of home plate. Picked up by Reinflesch, and a quick throw to first gets the runner. Nice play by Reinflesch. Quickly got out of his stance, jumped on that ball, grabbed it, and made a quick throw. He doesn't react as quickly as he did. It goes as an infield single, more than likely.
We'll see you later.
So now it's Cardea who swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Cardea has struck out twice and has an infield single and an RBI.
You were late on announcing, guy. We thought you were leaving to go get the beer.
No. Didn't want you said to be quiet, right?
What do you listen?
That's a first. Like Shoot says, don't everybody leave at once.
2-1 count. Pitch over the head. Ducks out of the way. 3-1. Three-two pitch. Downstairs for ball 4. That's going to load up the bases. Tariga Subo, the extra hitter now. And Lumen's out to the mound, along with the A's infield. So a couple of walks for Subo. He's also popped out. Lumen's still chatting with his pitcher in the infield. Danhoff is going to stay in the game.
1 free beer from now to the end of the game. So head on over to the concession stand. He's sitting down near the A's dugout, field level seating in the white shirt. Thank you, Tyson, for everything Budweiser does for the Sheboygan A's.
So Subo will step in. As the defense goes back to their respective positions with just one out and the bases loaded. The infield will come in, trying to prevent the deficit from growing larger than 1. It's currently 3-2 Clout lead. So first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. Aids are not going to try for the double play. They're just going to try and get the out at home. Half swing. And a strike, and it's 0-2. And that just missed bottom of the zone. It's now 1-2.
This is the longest inning game. 2.5 hours for 7.
Pitch downstairs, gets away, and that's going to be a wild pitch. Another run's going to score, and it's 4-2 Clout. So Hunterford scores. Garris goes to third. Cardea now at second. It's now 2-2 after the foul ball by Sabo. It's a called third strike, and he knew it. Started walking back to the dugout before the umpire made the call. So Danhoff gets a strikeout, now an out away from getting out of the inning with just a 1 run allowed. It's Ethan Gerstner who's flown out 3 times. He's flown out to right twice and to center field.
It's always nice and better to help me out. But yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, right. Instead of turning around and pitching.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times where umpire didn't call a strike. The batter thought it was a strike. He just walks off. And a couple times the batter didn't even realize it, and he kept walking off, and because of that, strike, and then manager comes out.
1-0 count on Gerstner. That one missed. 2 balls and no strikes. Two 0 for a strike. 2-1.
Every batter is going to bat is taking turns looking back at the umpire before the world.
It's all about him, isn't it?
2-1. Up and in. 3-1.
No, it's not doing the values.
Hey, you're gonna have to have
Terrible game. Do a test.
Now we're getting into Kyle Moyer.
3-1. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Foul territory. Jurgensen has room. And he kind of overran it a bit, had to reach back, but makes the catch in foul territory. Just to the right of the first base foul line, and we are through 6.5. Clout get add-on 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. A's have 3 outs, and they trail by 2. It's 4-2 Chicago. Bottom of the 7th, Alex D will lead it off. A's trail by 2. Swing and a miss.
Let's just say I had
And it's a strike 0-1. D has struck out and flown out. It's D, Reinflesch, and Lechner as the final chance for the A's as they trail by 2 in this first game of the doubleheader. 0-1. Missed upstairs for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. D DHing today. And D hits that one into medium left center. Thomas coming on will make the catch for the first out. 1 up, 1 down. A's are down to their final 2 outs. So that brings up Reinflesch, who's in for his first at bat. Came in defensively in the top of the 5th inning after Vittmeyer suffered an injury. First pitch ball, 1-0 on Reinflesch. Swing and a foul, 1-1.
Marty, make sure you don't throw away their money, and then just put their numbers in so we got them.
Swinging a ground ball foul up the third base line, and it's 1-2.